Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be tier ranking all of the Booktok books, I think. So I went into a big deep dive into all of the Booktok books, or like all the popular ones, I don't know. So I tried to gather as many of the Booktok books as I could so that I could tier rank them. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I have not read majority of these books, okay? Listen, I don't call myself a booktuber, I just want to become a booktuber, okay? So with that being said, I have my tier ranking all set up. I took some of these from like other rankings that I saw. For my top tier, I have the God tier. The books that are over 5 stars for me, which I don't know if there are a lot. I don't think there are. Wait, let me tell you guys how many books I've read this year so far. It's not good. Books that I've read so far, 9 books. Okay, I'm not the best reader. If that says anything about how today's video is gonna go. And after that, I have books I really liked, but not that much, like not God tier. Then I have the meh, it was okay. Then I didn't like, but you might. Then just the trash tier. And then the I will not pick it up tier. My TBR tier, and then the last tier, which is the books I didn't know existed. So then here are all the books that I added to this. It took me forever to find most of these books, and I know that there are books that are really popular on Booktok that are not on this list, but honestly I was like, this is a lot. And most of these I haven't read, so my TBR tier is gonna be filled to the brim. All right, so let's begin. For the first book, I have A Broken Blade, which I believe is a fairly new one. Actually, I think it's really new. I just recently saw this like starting to pop up, and I am excited to read it. So that goes on the TBR pile. A Court of Thorns and Roses. We're gonna go ahead and put this in the, I really liked it, but not that much. Not God tier level. I mean, I do cosplay a lot from ACOTAR, and most of my shit is ACOTAR, but I really liked it, but not that much. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, TBR, that was in my last couple videos. It's on my TBR shelf. A Little Life, TBR. Touch of Darkness. I really liked this series, like so much. I raved about it, and I even cosplayed Persephone. I think I'm so obsessed with this series because it was the first series that I ever read that had mythology in it. Like, I was obsessed with the Hades and Persephone retelling. It was my favorite. I love Scarlet. Scarlet is such a beautiful human being. She is literally a queen. I enjoy talking to her so much. She's the sweetest and just the most creative, and I love her writing. Her writing is so good. So it's not quite my God tier, because when I think of God tier, I think of a series that I just can't get out of my mind. I read it every single year. That's what I'm looking for in a God tier. A Winter's Promise, that goes to the TBR pile. All the Light We Cannot See. This will be a book that I will not pick up. And I'm not gonna pick this up because I don't care. Wasn't this like a series that we were supposed to read in high school? I don't know. Every time I think of this book, I think of high school English class, and I just can't. I don't want to. Amber in the Ashes goes to my TBR. What does that even say? Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Am I saying that right? I don't even know, but okay. I'm putting that on my to be read because I have heard of it. I don't know what it's about, but I don't want to put it in the I will not pick it up. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we'll put that in the TBR because I'm not sure. Beach Read. This is going to go in the meh, it was okay. I read Beach Read. I thought it was cute. I had this book for a full year until I read it because I bought it last summer, didn't end up reading it, and then obviously couldn't read it until this summer, till I went to the beach. It's just one of those books that you have to be in a certain place to read. Like, people we meet on vacation probably won't read that for another year until I'm on vacation again. Like, that's just how it goes. So yeah, Beach Read, it was cute, like a cute like rom-com type of thing, but it wasn't actually a rom-com. It was quite sad. It had some like tough topics, I guess. Like, yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, this is not what I was thinking, but it was cute. Book Lovers, I'm excited to read that, so that's going on the TBR. I've been hearing tons of mixed reviews about it, but I'm excited to read it and see what it's all about. Book of Night, I will not pick it up. Listen, I don't care. I'm not going to read this book. Not because of anything other than I just don't like the author. I really don't. I don't care for her writing, and that's just it. Boyfriend Material, didn't know this existed. Never heard of this book before in my life. So yeah. Caraval was, it was okay. I liked Caraval as its own book. Like, I didn't necessarily like this series. Caraval was amazing. Such a good book. But then we went into Legend and Finale and I lost all interest in it. Caraval was amazing. The rest of the series, not so much. Circe, I will not pick this up. I don't... Wait, is this the same author who wrote Song of Achilles? I'm pretty sure it is, and that's why I won't pick this up. I liked Song of Achilles, I really did, but I didn't love it. Reading Circe, I just feel like, I don't know, the writing style that this author has is just not for me. Not for a dyslexic person. Crave, I will not pick this up. I think it's a vampire book, I believe, and you guys know how I felt about the last vampire book in my last video, so. Crescent City, it was okay. I really thought about putting this in the I didn't like, but you might. But I honestly really liked the first book. It was the second book that I was like, what the fuck is this? So, yeah, the Crescent City series is okay. Meh. Dance of Thieves, that goes on the TBR. I'm excited to read this. I really am. Daughter of the Moon Goddess goes to the TBR. I'm excited to read that too. Daughter of the Pirate King, TBR. I'm excited to read that. Den of Vipers. That is going on the I will not pick up. No, you cannot make me read this book. I have heard some things about this book and hell no, I am not reading this. No, I don't think anybody should read this. I mean, I don't know exactly what it's about, but I've heard some stories and no thank you. City of Brass, I didn't know this existed. It looks cool. I know nothing about it, but hey. Dune, I will not pick this up. No, I like the movie. No, that's about it. No, I feel like I will never understand Dune. Never. So I'm not even gonna try. It's fine. Fable. It was okay. I almost put this in the I really liked it, but not that much. But I have yet to start the second book, and I just feel like that says a lot about how I felt about the first book. I like Fable mainly because it was the start of my pirate obsession, and that's about it. Oh, From Blood and Ash goes to the I really liked it, but not God tier. From Blood and Ash, I love this series. Love this series. It did so well on the first 2 books, I believe, or maybe just the first book. And then the second and third book were like, and then this latest book kinda had more but the first book was everything. Everything. Actually, no, I think the first 2 books I loved. I was obsessed with. The 3rd book, I was like, this is too much. What is she doing? The 4th book, in just the From Blood and Ash series, not like the other books that are like with it, you know what I mean. What was I saying? Anyways, God, I can't remember. I went into a tangent and just... Funny you should ask. I have never heard of this book. I don't know what it is. I saw it on the Booktok recommended thing and I was like, I have no idea what this is. Oh, Furyborn. Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. But Furyborn, I didn't like, but you might. I honestly couldn't tell you exactly what I didn't like about this book. I don't know. I literally cannot tell you why I didn't like this book, but I can tell you why you might like it. It's a really, really cool idea. It's very confusing. I mean, it's not that, I don't know. I'm like trying to sell you this book, but like also I know I didn't like it, so. Burl in Pieces, didn't know this existed, don't know what it means. Hook, Line, and Sinker goes to the TBR. I Kiss Sarah Wheeler, never heard of it. Never heard of it, don't know what it's about. Ice Planet Barbarians. I will not be picking this up. Again, you can't make me. I don't want to read this series only because there's so many books in the series, I believe. Isn't there like 20 books to this series? And also, I don't know if I can get into the blue alien smut. No, I don't think that's my vibe. I don't think so. If We Were Villains, that goes to TBR. I haven't heard a lot about this. I just know, baby. I just know that I've seen it on Booktok a lot. I think this is Iron Maiden. I think that's what that is supposed to say. That goes to TBR. I've seen a lot about it. It Ends With Us goes to TBR. Still haven't read this book because I am procrastinating. I put off It Ends With Us for so long that now I feel like if I were to pick it up, it wouldn't have the same effect on me as it would have when I read it when I bought it, when it was really popular. So I'm kind of nervous. What? What? No. It Happened One Summer, TBR. Kingdom of the Wicked. I didn't like, but you might. I didn't like the first book. That is the first book, right? Kingdom of the Wicked? I think so. Kingdom of the Wicked. I loved the idea of it. The 7 deadly sins and them being like rulers of hell and her being a witch and stuff like that. The story was just boring to me. Like, I loved the idea, but the story itself was just like, what? Couldn't get into it. Legendborn, TBR. Lore, trash. Lore was so bad. I read this book with a couple of my friends from work and I wanted to like it so bad, but I swear to God, when we were reading it, I was like, this just is so slow. It's so boring. Like, I don't understand what's happening half the time because I'm like, that makes no sense. Trash. Lore is trash. Love and Other Words, I believe it is. TBR, I guess. Like, I might read it, I don't know. Malibu Rising, I will not pick it up. I don't want to read this. I just don't feel the need to. I'm good. My Killer Vacation, TBR. I'm excited to read that too. Neon Gods. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I have to put it there. And that's so funny that both the mythology books are in trash after I've read A Touch of Darkness. I feel like every single book that I read about mythology after I read A Touch of Darkness just did not add up to A Touch of Darkness. And I don't know if that's swaying my ranking, but Neon Gods is a special book. Ninth House. I really liked it, but I don't think I can put it in the God tier. I don't know if I'm going to put any books in the God tier, honestly. Ninth House is such a good book. I will recommend this book to literally anyone. Read the trigger warnings before actually reading it because it is very heavy. Oh my god, so good. And Leah Bardugo, I freaking love Leah Bardugo. Normal People, I won't pick it up just because I don't want to. November 9 or 9th, I don't know. TBR. One Last Stop, TBR. One of Us is Lying, TBR. People with Me on Vacation, TBR. Like I said, probably won't get to it until next year. Oh gosh, okay. Punk 57. I don't know if I'm not going to pick this up or if I'm going to put it in TBR. We'll put it in TBR for now because I don't know. Realm Breaker, TBR. Red Queen. It goes in the meh. It was okay. Because when I read this book, I read it in high school after I read the Mortal Instruments series. Like right when I was getting into reading is when Red Queen came out, and I was reading a lot of like these fantasy books. And honestly, The Red Queen is such a good book. Every book after that, ugh. I didn't finish the series just because I didn't really like the second book, but the first book, oh my god, it was so good. Red, White, and Royal Blue. It was meh. It was okay. Like, it was a cute book. It was okay. Reminders of Him, I think is what this book's called. TBR. Serpent and Dove. If I'm just looking at Serpent and Dove as a book, I'd have to put it in the I really liked it but not that much, because I was obsessed with Serpent and Dove. This was one of the witch books that I really enjoyed. I love Lou. She is such a cool character. I love her character so much. I cosplayed her a lot. Just Serpent and Dove, really good book. The rest of the series I would probably put into trash. Shadow and Bone. I will not pick. I have not read Shadow and Bone, and I will not read Shadow and Bone. I'm sorry, I just can't. I only want my crows. That's literally it. I don't want anything else, just my crows. Shatter Me, to be read. I'm really excited to read that. She Who Became the Sun. Haven't heard of that. Don't know what it's about. Crimson Cranes. I have heard about this, but I don't know what it's about. So I might just put it here. Six of Crows. God tier. Six of Crows, God tier. That duology is literally one of my favorites of all time. I cannot get over how good both of the books were. They were insanely good. Like I love Leah Bardugo's writing. I love the heist. I loved the found family. I love it. God tier for sure. My crows will always have my heart. Atlas 6. I won't pick this up just because I don't want to. The Bridge Kingdom. You know what? The Bridge Kingdom goes in the God tier. It does. I love this series so much, and I feel like nobody that I've talked to about this series loves it as much as I do. Oh my god. Danielle L. Jensen's writing, like, on a whole nother level. I love her storytelling. The Bridge Kingdom is the only book series that I read from her, but I really want to read her other series that has gladiators in it, I think. I just think that's such a cool idea. I love it. I love the trope of forced marriage, a princess being sent to marry a king, and spy on him and take down his kingdom from the inside. Like that, so cool, so cool. The cheat sheet, I guess it goes on TBR. The Cruel Prince. Okay, I have to do it. Trash. Sorry, I know a lot of people love the Cruel Prince series, but you know what, maybe I won't put it in trash. Okay, I won't put it in trash. I will put it in the I didn't like but you might, because it makes much more sense, because I did like the Cruel Prince. The first book I loved. The second book, actually I think I loved too. The third book, not so much. Didn't finish the third book. So it goes into the I didn't like but you might, because I can't put it in the it was okay, because I literally can't stand that series now. Thinking back on it, I'm like, that it actually wasn't that good. The Deal, I guess I'll put it in the TBR. The Fine Print, I'll put it in the TBR. The Hating Game, that's becoming a TV series, right? Or a movie. I probably will never read this, so I will not pick it up just because I know it's becoming a movie. And I'm just gonna watch the movie. The House in the Cerulean Sea, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. I can't pronounce words. TBR. The Inheritance Games, TBR. I'm kind of excited to read that. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I didn't like, but you might. I actually didn't like this book as much as I thought I was. I didn't hate it at all. Like I enjoyed parts of it. Like I enjoyed the ending. I thought the ending was okay. But yeah, the writing style I couldn't get into. The flashbacks were really hard for me to keep up with, especially because I was listening to the audiobook. So I feel like if I was physically reading this book, I would have had a totally different experience, but because I was listening to it, I just felt like I was lost the entire time. The Jasmine Throne, TBR. The Love Hypothesis. It was okay. It was cute. I feel like a lot of these romance books that I read, like the rom-com romance books, I guess, like Red, White, and Royal Blue, The Love Hypothesis, and Beach Read are all like just kind of like cute, like okay. The Midnight Library, TBR. Look, you guys, this TBR, but like I said, I'm not a reader, so my TBR list is going to be very, very big. I mean, I am a reader, but I don't read as much as I would want to. The Night Circus, TBR, like I really want to read The Night Circus. The Poppy War, I really want to read The Poppy War. The Priory of the Orange Tree, I will not pick this up. I tried, and I only read a couple of pages, and I was like, no, this is not for me. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I didn't like, but you might. It took me forever to get through this book. I was struggling. I was struggling real hard. I couldn't even tell you why. It was just very difficult for me. As the sun's moving, we're gonna move with it. We've only got a couple more to go and then we're done. Shadow of the Gods. I want to read this. Like the cover looks so cool. The Silent Patient. Trash. Trash. What was this book? Listen, I guessed the twist like a couple chapters into the book. And then at the ending, I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks because I knew what was gonna happen. And leading up to it, it was just bad. It was just, I didn't like it. Also, didn't really like the writing style. Yeah. Trash. Song of Achilles. I didn't like it, but you might. Again, writing style. It is very, very hard to find a good writing style for someone who's dyslexic. I'm sure dyslexic people were probably like, oh yeah, hell yeah. And other people were like, what the fuck is she talking about? And also, it didn't make me cry. The only reason I bought this book is because people were bawling their eyes out on TikTok from it. Just kidding. I mean, Song of Achilles, great story, just kind of boring. Spanish Love, Deception, whatever. TBR. The Unhoneymooners. It was okay. It was a cute romance book. The Wall of Winnipeg and me. Am I saying that right? I have never heard of that book. Zodiac Academy. I will not pick this book up. I know a lot of people are obsessed with it, but then at the same time, a lot of people are like, I don't know what I'm reading. And I don't want to get sucked in. These Violent Delights, I want to read that. They both die at the end. I will not pick it up. I feel like the hype for this book is over and I missed it and I don't want to get into it. We Never Got Over. I'm actually reading that right now and I'm liking it. It's pretty good. Oh, this is where it ends. I really liked it, but not that much. Fantastic, fantastic book. It really was. I would read the trigger warnings. I mean, honestly, this whole book is just one big trigger warning. I rave about this book. It's so good. So good. It left me scared. I literally had to put the book down and I was just like, whew. Wow. It's scary. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because it's real. It's real. Throne of Glass. God tier. Bet you guys didn't see that coming. Yeah, Throne of Glass, God tier. Such a good book series. Me and my best friend are rereading it right now, and she's literally texting me and she's like, I forgot how good this series was. I'm like, I know, like, it's so good. And Aelin will forever be my love. Aelin will probably be the only character that I relate. No, I don't relate to her at all, but I wish I was. Like, I wish I was Aelin. I wish. Twisted Love, TBR, Ugly Love. It was okay. Like, it was fine. Verity was okay too. I do remember reading Verity and really loving it, but now I think back on it, I'm like, I read so many other thriller books that were so much better. We Hunt the Flame, TBR. We Were Liars. I probably won't pick this up. I feel like, again, it's past, it's over with. I'm not really into it. Where the Crawdads Sing, it's on my TBR pile. And You've Reached Sam. I really want to read that, so it's on the TBR. So there you have it. Those are my Booktok rankings, from God tier to trash to didn't know they exist. I hope I didn't upset everyone. I probably did at some point. But you know what? These are my opinions! I had fun doing this. I had fun realizing how many books are on my TBR. And see, some of these books I haven't even bought, so they're not even on my shelf. So that's fun. If you guys want to get notified of when I post, make sure that you subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell. I think that's a thing. Also, make sure that you go follow my Instagram and my TikTok at Karen_Thorn. I do a lot of Throne of Glass content on my TikTok, so if you want to go see me as Aelin, you can go there. I do a lot of book cosplays on my Instagram, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested in that. I have a cosplay vlog coming up, so that's really exciting. You guys can see how I get into cosplay, how that all works, what I do in a day, how I edit, blah blah blah. Lord, with that all being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!